In today's era of globalization, augmenting skills of expository, persuasiveness, debating, and negotiating have become obligatory on the part of educational institutions to provide a plethora of opportunities to the young minds to cultivate and nourish ingenuity, leadership skills, confidence, and commitment to the cause in the young generation. Good morning to the August gathering. I, Shreya Chakraborty, and my co-host Namita Sharma heartily welcome all of you to Model United Nations Conference 2.0 organized by Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan, thereby providing a befitting platform to simulate, enhance, and reciprocate cooperation, diplomacy, and refined skill sets of young delegates to take on global challenges.
Amity University Jaipur has been established by the Ritanand Balved Education Foundation, also called as RBEF, New Delhi, which is a society registered under the Societies Regulation Act 1860. It has been set up under the Amity University Rajasthan Act 2008. The university has a beautiful tree-lined campus spread over 152 acres of land on the Delhi-Jaipur National Highway. Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan has traversed a long journey to attain quality education, institutive recognition of creativity, sparkling success since 2008, with a vision to encourage brilliance in the field of legal education and to accomplish the ever-increasing demand of quality legal professions in India for a growing legal world. It aims to achieve a stellic approach wherein learning experiences is not only illuminating but also everlasting and stimulating the young minds of our students. The Institute is committed to exploring multidisciplinary approaches through its distinctive curriculum, which is designed to give excessive exposure to students in domestic, international, and comparative law subjects.
The law school was established with a view to cater to the requirements of the legal profession, law teaching, research, and judiciary, and it is expected that the students who study here will improve the legal discourse. Here we aspire to inculcate humanistic approach, entrepreneurial spirit, innovative outlook, and academic focus in our future leaders who can make a difference in the society. In order to embrace the goal of holistic development of our students, Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan warmly welcomes you to the second edition of Amity University Rajasthan Model United Nations.
Shubham Karoti Kalyanam Arogya Dhan Sampada Shatru Buddhi Vinashakaya Deepa Jyoti Namastude. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. As sun expels the darkness of might. Similarly, blessing brings prosperity and happiness in our life. To make this event a blessed one, we invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking the choice blessing for the same, I invite our dignitary present to take part in the lighting of the lamp ceremony.
Moving on with the divine blessings, now I would like to invite Aditya Kumar Upadhyay, our Deputy Secretary General, to give an overview of the event. Over to you, Aditya.
Greetings to the Honorable Chief Guest, Shri H.C. Meenaji, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Amit Jain, Professor Dr. Saroj Bora, Director, Amity Law School, and Chairperson, AURMUN 2.0, faculty conveners, respected faculty members, and Honorable Executive Board members, and my dear delegates. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the second edition of Amity University Rajasthan Model United Nations Conference. Model United Nations is an academic simulation of the United Nations, where students play the role of delegates from different countries and attempt to solve real-world issues with the policies and perspectives of their assigned country. There has been a massive increase in the number of MUNs organized in the country, at school and at college level. Meanwhile, we are all witnessing how MUNs are degrading in their purpose, and that is knowledge, debating, negotiating, cooperating, and respecting. Today, we see a loss of the vision with which the Model United Nations conferences were devised as a concept. We at AURMUN are focused at doing our bit to bring back the focus of MUNs on diplomacy, debate, and most importantly, doing what a model is supposed to do: stimulate the real in the closest manner possible. Let's come together to be the delegates that the world needs. Implementing this mindset, I present to you the Amity University Rajasthan Model United Nations 2.0. For all those who have been a part of Model UN conferences before, I hope you will use this opportunity to test your skills and improve them further. If this is your first time, then you are going to be a part of a concept set a change in you, and you will never be the same. Moreover, I hope this is an enjoyable experience for you all, as it is for all of us as the member of Secretariat of this conference. Our committees vary from the United Nations General Assembly, United Nations Human Rights Council, to the stakeholders meeting. This conference promises to successfully deliberate over some of the world's most pressing issues and stands as a platform for both novice and experienced delegates. After the months of hard work by the students dedicated to MUN, AURMUN 2.0 is proud to present a unique opportunity to meet, discuss, debate, deliberate, and collaborate in order to preserve the constantly violated peace and harmony of our world. With this effort, we hope to create a profoundly meaningful and inspirational experience for all. So, this April, we are uniting for the purpose of global peace. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Aditya, for walking us down through the event. Now I would like to introduce our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Sir, Professor Dr. Amit Jain. Sir is the Dean Faculty of Management and Director, Amity Business School at Amity University, Rajasthan. Sir has been a visiting professor at University of Technology, UTS, Sydney, Australia, Shazir Istvan University, Hungary, and Sele Jones University, Slovakia. Professor Jain PhD from Sardar Patel University and has completed FDP from IIM Ahmedabad. Professor Amit is actively involved in teaching, training, research, and has designed and conducted programs, sessions for execution of various organizations including IDBI Bank, Bank of Baroda, BKT Tires, JK Tires, JK Papers, JK Lakshmi Cement, Claire Life Sciences, Veda Clinical Research, Nutraj Foods, Tirumati Food Tech, eMall Infotech, Euro India Food, Fena India, Gravity India, EGCG, etc. on the topics related to marketing orientation, effective selling skill, customer relationship management, managerial effectiveness, leadership, and communication skills. His professional association include membership of Indian Society for Training and Development and currently holds position of a National Council member of ISTD. He is a member of All India Management Association and IIM Ahmedabad Alumni Association. Now I would like to request Sir to enlighten us with a few words of wisdom.
Thank you so much, Namrata. I'll start with the universal question. I hope I am properly audible and visible.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Harish Chandra Meena ji, Namaskar, former DG, former Member of Parliament, Member of Legislative Assembly, Dr. Saroj Bora, Director Law School, Mr. Vedansh and Dr. Vinod, student coordinators Shreya, Namrata, Drishti, Deepansh, and Aditya, and the entire team of Amity Law School and the fraternity members of Amity University, Rajasthan. A very warm welcome to one and all. It is my pleasure to welcome all the student delegates and participants from all over the country. In fact, and all the expert judges and board members of MUN. Meena Sahab, we are honored with your presence. You are a role model for every student leader, as you have shown your eminence in all the domains, be it education, social activism, bureaucracy, or politics. So I don't think any field or any domain is left now, and that is the hallmark of a true leader. In fact, groups become great only when everyone in them, leaders and members alike, is free to do his or her absolute best. And the best thing a leader can do for a group is to allow its member to discover their greatness. I'm grateful for the vision of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Aseem Chauhan, because that vision motivates us at the entire team at AUR to seek opportunities for learning and sharing their expertise with peers globally. And events like Model United Nations is a testimony of this fact. In fact, initially, I would like to give a very brief overview of the entire Amity group. I'm sure you also must be knowing about it, as well as all the participants. But just to keep the tradition, let me introduce Amity is one of the India's largest education group. Amity has more than 175,000 most brilliant students at a given point of time, 6,000 faculty and scientists, 11 universities, 150 plus institutions, 17 overseas campuses, 25 schools and preschools, and I believe more than 1,200 acres of campuses worldwide. As part of this Amity Education Group, Amity University Rajasthan is set up with a global vision and thrust on innovation, research, and society connect. We are connected to achieve excellence in all areas of knowledge creation, delivery, and use, and we provide a very supportive environment that facilitates creativity and innovation. In fact, our well-structured and flexible curriculum allows students to master skills to face diverse challenges of the corporate world. So we don't restrict our students only to books or only to academics. We want them to explore all the domains. We want them to be helpful and useful to the society, and we want to make them a global citizen. And the preparation that goes on in terms of preparing these global citizens, we provide a very strong foundation. And that foundation not only helps them to face the competition, but also generate employment opportunities. So, Meena Sahab, I'm so happy to share that we have a very active Amity Innovation Incubator also, where we help our students to nurture their ideas and develop their own student venture. Because the future leaders need not to be only from the corporate world, should come from entrepreneurship also. They should not only become job seekers, but they should also become job givers at the same time. Students at AUR through these kind of activities are able to develop team building skills, leadership, communication, critical thinking, and problem solving skills. I once again wish a very warm welcome and express my gratitude to the chief guest and the judges for accepting our invitation. I wish a great success to this event. Thank you so much. Over to you, Namrata.
Thank you so much, sir.
A leader takes people where they want to go. A great leader takes people where they don't necessarily want to go, but ought to be. Professor Dr. Saroj Bora, Director of Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan, is a strong education professional, convent educated with proven academic track record. She has demonstrated history of working in the education management industry, skilled in administration, legal assistance, legal research, and public speaking. Ma'am has a distinguished academic career, receiving two gold medals in law during her graduation for her academic excellence from JNV University, Jodhpur, an astute professional with more than 16 years of experience in research, teaching, administration, and education management industry. Ma'am has recently been recognized among top 10 influential women in India education for year 2021 by Higher Education Digest. She is responsible for development of academic programs, curriculum, and regulation. She has been dedicated towards all her students and is always very supportive. Ma'am has been actively involved in organizing several seminars, conferences, moot court competition, trial advocacy competition, client counseling competition, youth parliament, workshops, literary and cultural fest. Now I would request Professor Bohra, Director, Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan, and Chairperson AUR MUN 2.0 to grace us with few words. Over to you, ma'am.
Is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good morning to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Harish Chandra Meena ji, our own Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Amit Jain sir, the faculty conveners for this MUN second edition, Dr. Vinod and Mr. Vedansh, the entire student committee, already been named by Professor Amit Jain sir, my faculty colleagues, my HOIs of the various institutions of the Amity University, Rajasthan, my learned faculty members, and all the dear participants. It's indeed, I'm extremely delighted and feel blessed with the presence of our chief guest, Honorable Sri Harish Chandra Meena ji, who has kindly consented to our invite and graced the occasion with his benign presence. I'm sure that this has boosted the morale of all our participants and also organizing teams. It is going to encourage and motivate each one of us and to host such events in the future too. It shall be a privilege and honor to hear live today Sri Harish Chandra Meena ji for the first time on the Amity University virtual platform. Thank you, sir, for gracing this occasion with your presence. Thank you so very much. Being associated with Amity University, Rajasthan since its inception in the year 2008, I have seen this institution growing and growing up with leaps and bounds, adding new milestones with each passing year. And this all has been possible because of the able leadership of our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Amit Jain sir, and also because of the guidance of our esteemed Chancellor, Aseem Chauhan, who's a philanthropist and a very learned man with an extraordinary vision. I'm pleased to share with you that recently an international magazine, Forbes, has recognized Amity Law School, Jaipur, among the top law schools in India, under its Forbes Legal Power List 2020, sorry. And at ALS, the vision to maintain the vision of our Chancellor, Dr. Aseem Chauhan, it always has inspired us to have the holistic development of our students. And hence, beside academics, as been mentioned by my students, as also been mentioned by our Pro Vice Chancellor, that besides the academics, we have been focusing onto the various aspects of the personality of our students to build their oratory skills, their confidence, their leadership skills, and efforts have been made time and again to host such events like MN Conference, trial advocacy, client counseling, leader lead camps, and similar activities like in curricular and extracurricular activities which have been hosted for our students time and again. I'm also pleased to share with you that on 8th and 9th May, we are hosting national moot court competition, another national level event where already 44 teams have registered across the reputed institutions across the country. So I seek the presence of all the eminent guests for the same occasion too. And talking about the present MUN, is going to be witnessed by more than 100 participants, again from the reputed institutions and the schools across the country. And I believe that these two-day conference, MUN conference, has given a platform for all the students to practice research, their oratory skills, the negotiations, skills of all the participants. Because MUN is a very diplomatic stimulations which happens among all the participants. And the setting of the competition is such that it gives an understanding to each participant who is participating in this competition to have an understanding of how our international bodies functions, and at the same time gives them an opportunity to share their opinion on to how to address the various issues, the challenges which are affecting the globe, the planet, and the international relationships. So I hope that the three committees which have been introduced and been shared by Mr. Aditya, that we are going to have a very fruitful deliberations in next 2 days, and which is going to be a great learning sessions for all the participants. And I hope that it will inspire them to be back to MIT University, Rajasthan for the future events. So with this brief note, I extend my best wishes to all the participants who have made it to this competition. And I also take this opportunity to congratulate all my organizing team who has been really working tirelessly since last few couple of weeks, and to make this event a success, which we are witnessing today morning. So I hope that they continue to work hard, and all the participants have the wonderful deliberations in the next 2 days. And once again, thank you so very much, Sri Harishchandra Meena sir, for gracing the occasion. And I hope that we will see you and meet you and hear you live at the campus along with our students in future once we get over this pandemic situation. So thank you so very much, and happy debating to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. There is no greater challenge and there is no greater honor than to be up in public service. Condoleezza Rice, a man who dedicated his entire life to serve the society, adorning various roles, wearing various hats. We have the pleasure in introducing the chief guest for the inaugural ceremony, Shri Harish Chandra Meena, retired IPS officer. He is a retired IPS service officer of 1976 batch and former Director General of Police. He served as DGP of Rajasthan from March 2009 to December 2013, which is recorded to be the longest tenure of a DGP in Rajasthan. He has also been awarded the 1996 Indian Police Medal and 2002 President Medal. He is interested in developing professional skills through training in organization and making administrative system transparent and accountable, analyzing the existing practices in the system and introducing new methods to make it more efficient, developing team spirit in the organization. He has twice led the Indian Police delegation in the Hot Springs, Ladakh. Sir represented Dosa constituency of Rajasthan in the 16th Lok Sabha and is currently a member of Rajasthan Legislative Assembly representing Deoluriara. Sir, it will be our utmost pleasure and fortune to hear your inaugural address for the AUR MUN 2.0. Sir, please.
Good morning to all of you. Respected Dr. Amit Jain, respected Dr. Saroj Bora ji, and my dear young man, Divyansh, and dear participants. It's always a pleasure to interact with people with whom you are not supposed to. As practicing politicians, we normally interact with our electorate, and it's always a welcome change when we meet persons from diverse backgrounds and diverse interests. First of all, I'd like to thank Amity University for organizing this event, which is really worthwhile and will help us to shape our future leaders. Because the present students, the curious students that they are the future leaders, not only of India, but of the globe. So it's always a pleasure interacting with them. Having said that, UN is what? Formed in 1945, it was an association of nations. It was a voluntary willing association of nations with certain guidelines. Formed in 1945, we must keep it in mind. It was formed with certain views, certain reasons. It was formed after the failure of the League of Nations. It was formed after World War I. And it was formed, this present UN was formed after World War II. Having learned lessons from both the world wars and international disorder, this organization came into being. Now, UN is not only the general body, it has various organs like the Security Council, the FAO, Food and Agriculture Organization, the International Labour Organization, Health Organization, Human Rights, and so on and so forth. It has various organs which assist the working of the UN. Now we must have a critical look at these things, whether these various organizations, including the general body, UN general body, have they lived up to their expectations. As delegates, all of you, I request you, you should debate, and every member should be given an equal opportunity. But debate should not be partisan, they should not be state-centric, they should be global-centric. And because we see at times the UN Security Council uses its power to help someone, that is the misuse of its power. It's a power, and now there are certain countries which are talking about the reorganization of the Security Council. So we must always be forward-looking, progressive in our outlook, and as young participants, I would request you that you should contribute. All of you should speak your mind, but your speaking should be based on knowledge. You're speaking about what? You're speaking to whom? And what is the reason for your speaking? What is the solution that you're giving to the problems that the present UN is facing? So a meaningful dialogue should take place. And after that dialogue, we should reach at certain conclusions, certain resolutions, which help this world to become a better place and see that everyone benefits. It should be to the benefit of everyone and not to the disadvantage of the smallest member of the UN. So I'm sure all of you will contribute positively and go home with lessons learned for a better world. Thank you.
So, we are immensely honored by your gracious presence. Your aura has lent a unique charm to the occasion. We'll believe all the participants out here are immensely benefited from your deep insights.
Technology is just a tool in terms of getting the students working together and motivating them. The teacher is the most important. Here we have our faculty convener, Mr. Vedansh Sharma. He's currently working as the assistant professor in Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan. We couldn't have asked for anyone better than him. I would now request Vedansh sir, faculty convener for AUR MUN 2.0, to recognize the executive board. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Shreya. वसुधा का नेता कौन हो, भूखंड विजेता कौन हो, अतुलित यश क्रेता कौन हो, नवधर्म प्रणेता कौन हो, जिसने न कभी आराम किया, विघ्नों में रहकर नाम किया. At the very onset, allow me to commemorate the Rashtra Kavi Shri Ramdhari Singh Dinkar on his death anniversary today. I extend my heartiest welcome to all of you present here at the inaugural ceremony of Amity University, Rajasthan Model United Nations. It fills me with immense gratitude and pleasure to welcome Shri Harish Chandra Ji Meena Sahab at Amity Law School, Amity University, Rajasthan. Sir's voyage in the public life is a font of inspiration for many, including me. I welcome you, sir, to the Amity Universe and thank you for the quality you had with us. I'd also like to thank Professor Dr. Amit Jain, Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Rajasthan, for gracing the occasion with his kind presence. It was an honor to hear your insightful words, sir. Thank you. As Rashtrakavi Dinkar said, विद्या समुद्र की सतह पर उठती हुई तरंगों का नाम है, किंतु अनुभूति समुद्र की अंतरात्मा में बसती है. I'd like to thank the heart and soul of this conference, the conference chairperson and the director Amity Law School, Professor Dr. Saroj Bora ma'am, for being here. And she has been the beacon holder for leading the innovations in the law school. I extend my heartiest greetings to Mr. Vishal Srivastava, Advocate Delhi High Court, for helping us out at the troubling times as the chief advisor to the conference. AUR MUN 2.0 this time will simulate 3 committees, namely the United Nations General Assembly to deal with the issue of international cooperation and peaceful use of outer space, the United Nations Human Rights Council to deliberate over protection of humanitarian workers in the conflict zones, and lastly, a stakeholders meet that will assess India's progress in the agricultural reforms. George Herbert once said, "A good judge conceives quickly, but judges slowly." The quality of any MUN conference is often judged by the experience and the quality of the executive board it hosts. It takes me immense pride in underscoring the fact that the executive board we have here to direct and adjudicate the debate has an experience of more than 500 conferences in totality. It will be my sheer pleasure in introducing you to the executive board members of AUR MUN 2.0. The stakeholders meet will be chaired by Mr. Parth Parikh, a name that needs no introduction in the MUN circuit. Parth Parikh is one of the most assiduous manners that MUN circuits have ever came across. With an experience of over 200 plus such conferences, his command over both English and Hindi makes it special for the first timers to understand the procedures of the committee. He will be assisted by Ms. Ayushi Anand and Mr. Shreyash Sudeep Mitra. The UNHRC will be presided by Mr. Bhumik Sharma. Mr. Bhumik Sharma hails from Mansa, Punjab. He completed his education from St. Peter's College, Agra, and went to pursue BTech in mechanical engineering from JP University of Engineering and Technology, from where he graduated in 2016. Sir is currently working as consultant at the Blackstone Center of Excellence with Wipro DOP and in data governance practice. He is a former senior at Ernst & Young. He will be assisted by Mr. Subhosh Kunj and Mr. Shubham Das. The third committee, UNGA DISEC, will be chaired by Mr. Shivam Jain. Mr. Shivam Jain Kakadia is a qualified lawyer at the Bombay Bar, specializing in constitutional law and commercial dispute resolution. He graduated in legal sciences and law from Government Law College, Mumbai, and received the Nivedita Nathani Memorial Award for Leadership and Academic Excellence. Shivam has worked as associate advocate at a tier 1 dispute resolution firm in Mumbai. He will be assisted by Mr. Aditya Trivedi and Ms. Namrata Sharma. Lastly, I wish all executive board members and the participants a great 2-day and fiery debate. Do remember, as what Dinkar said, समर शेष है नहीं पाप का भागी केवल व्याध, जो तटस्थ है समय लिखेगा उनके भी अपराध. Let the diplomacy prevail. Happy debating. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir.
Moving almost to the end of the inaugural ceremony, I would like to introduce our Secretary General, Dipesh Kataria, a punilit year law student at Amity Law School, Rajasthan. He has been manning for a while now and likes to deliver state-of-the-art conferences. Now I call upon Dipesh Kataria, Secretary General of AUR MUN 2.0, to declare the conference open.
Thank you, Namrata. Distinguished guests, student delegates, ladies and gentlemen, let me offer you a very warm welcome this morning and say what a tremendous honor it is for us to host Amity University Rajasthan Model United Nations 2.0 in this mode for the very first time. I would like to thank the Honorable Chief Guest, Shri H.C. Meena ji, for accepting our invite and gracing the occasion. It is my utmost honor and privilege to be entrusted by the Pro-Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Amit Jain sir, and Director Amity Law School, and the Chairperson AUR MUN, Professor Dr. Saroj Bora, to serve as the Secretary General of AUR MUN 2.0. I'm both pleased and impressed to be surrounded by so many bright and inspirational young people under the guidance of our esteemed guests and dignitaries present here today. I'm looking forward to following your debate and discussions here over the next few days. Being the Secretary General, I would like to say that we, the youth, are living in an ever-changing world with a cutting-edge technological developments and relentless expansion of human knowledge. Even as I'm saying this to you, there are scientists, doctors, activists, and peacekeepers who are at the frontiers, working constantly to build us an inclusive and resilient future. Thanks to their contribution, more doors are open to us than ever, more voices are heard than ever. As much as we are grateful for the blossoming opportunities we enjoy, we must acknowledge that the voices we are granted and the chances we are given are not universal. The atrocities of war, the dire consequences of climate change, and the weight of prejudice are closing the doors and taking away the voice of our friends across the world. It aches me deeply to think that while I enjoy the privileges of quality education, a loving family, and a peaceful country, people of the same age as mine are out there struggling for their life day by day, not knowing what the future holds in store for them. We, young people, must refuse to accept the status quo and raise our voices in long-standing battle for a truly equal, peaceful, and prospering future for us and the future generations to come. This vision is guided by the Honorable Founder President of Amity University, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and the Honorable Chancellor, Sir, Dr. Asim Chauhan. I believe AUR-MUN is a step forward in fulfilling the noble and humane dream. Young delegates, you might think that debating for the next 2 days and winning exciting prizes is what this conference is all about. But it is when your conference is over, the real work begins. With the experience from here, you get an opportunity to step into the shoes of the representatives of UN, and you assume this responsibility at a crucial period in the life of the United Nations. People expect us to advance the global common good by flourishing on the areas of climate change, global health, counterterrorism, disarmament, and non-proliferation. These issues are daunting, but the United Nations has proven at various stages of its history that it is capable of rising to new challenges. Your support is crucial. You can act as the catalyst for the change by creating social networks in support of your work and as leaders of the future. You can come up with innovative approaches to help confront the challenges facing the global community. Dear young leaders, thank you all for your commitment and wish you all a most stimulating conference. I, Deepesh Kataria, in the official capacity of the Secretary General of Amity University Rajasthan Model United Nations, hereby declare this conference open. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipesh. With this, we come to the closure of the inaugural ceremony of AUR-MUN 2.0. I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Sri Harish Chandra Meena ji, the Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Amit Jain, Director and Chairperson AUR-MUN 2.0, Professor Dr. Saroj Bora, the faculty conveners, learned faculty members, and all the dignitaries and participants from across the country for gracing the occasion with their humble presence. Thank you so much, everyone, and happy debating, everyone.